Welcome to the Village podcast. I am your host, Nicole Trumfio. My why has always been to empower women and amplify the voices of mothers. We created the Village to share stories and ideas to embody the innate wisdom of a village, but on a modern day platform. I hope this podcast inspires, educates, and informs you and brings you the joy, love, and light you deserve. Welcome to the Village. Welcome to the Village podcast. I am your host, Nicole Trumfio. The Village is a podcast series where real stories of motherhood are told and wisdom is generously shared among our amazing guests. From tales of labor and childbirth to the challenges of postpartum, right through to the joys of parenting. These interviews are about holding space to reflect the biggest transition of our lives. My why has always been to empower women and amplify the voices of mothers, and I love sitting down to share intimate conversations with women as they open up about their personal journeys into motherhood. Today, we are speaking with one of my friends and the new face of Bumpsuit. She is so iconic, and because she is so iconic, we actually gave her full creative control.
So fun.
Over the rebrand of Bumpsuit, and it looks amazing. I mean, we've shot so many people, and this is the first shoot that I wasn't on set for.
Really?
So you really just, you know.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. So if you don't know about her, you need to. Pia Mance, she's a passionate entrepreneur and the founder of Heaven Mayhem, which is celeb favorite, global favorite, my favorite jewelry line. Plus you have all these great accessories, which mums need as well. Your jewelry boxes, which is like a book.
The
I
baby
love
books.
that. Perfect.
There's so many things.
You're from Australia, same as me. I can't wait to hear about your story because you met your partner, your husband, when you were 12.
Yeah.
And you guys are now living in LA together and you're about to welcome your first child, a baby boy. So I'm
so excited.
Yes.
So much going on.
So much going on, but you look so incredible and
Thanks.
You just handle everything.
Honestly, thanks. I kind of try. I just kind of keep it moving. I don't dwell on too much. So
yeah.
I love your,
I was listening to, I did a lot of research on you. Well,
you did?
Not really. I wouldn't call it research, but I'm like obsessed with you since meeting you. So
Thanks.
Pia and I met at the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would remember that.
Yes.
Because I was thinking about that today. So I came up to you and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan. I love the brand and like I love you as well. And you were like, oh, so nice to meet you. Like, I'll follow you or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, like, fast forward to now, I'm literally naked on a billboard for her brand. I wonder if she remembers that I came up to her then, because we also met since. And I also thought to myself, like, wow, it really pays off to just like put yourself out there a little bit and like, you know, have a small awkward moment. Because like, now look.
No, I loved it. You're so open and warm and so lovely. And it was so nice. I actually live in Texas, you know that. So I haven't been to an event in LA for so long. And I flew in. It was like an Anine Bing event.
Yes.
And she walked up to me and she's this angel coming towards me. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is my like baby sis.
Oh,
like you're like me 20 years ago or something like that.
That is like goals. If I can be you, goals. But I don't think it's 20 years.
You know what's so funny? They took a photo of me at the event and they put your name underneath it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. They must.
So funny.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
But also they probably like heard the accent and
That's like
so
you've been about town. I haven't been about town. So they were like, this must be Pia Mance. I was so honored. So you're very intentional with everything you do in your life. How did this pregnancy come about? Because I feel like it was planned.
So planned.
So
like,
planned.
to the T.
Okay.
I just really wanted to have a baby at 30, get pregnant at 30. Like that was kind of, well, I got pregnant a little bit before 30. I'm going to give birth at 30. I had a ton of stuff I wanted to do with the business. I was never like ready before. I always wanted kids, but everyone always asked me like, oh, did you always want to be a mom? I always wanted a family. There was never a question in my mind, but I never like fantasized or dreamt about my baby or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, yeah, of course we're having kids since I was little, but I never have thought about like how I would be as a mom. And yeah, I planned it to a T, like did all my tests, did everything, decided on our 5-year wedding anniversary, we will be conceiving the child.
Wow.
And like, luckily it worked out.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast and you were talking about not only that was your first try, but you'd done a lot of prep work beforehand.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So we did everything from like all the genetic tests. I got all the blood tests. My husband got the tests, all that kind of stuff just to make sure we're all good.
Yeah.
I had really bad thyroid. I kind of had thyroid problems my whole life.
Hyper or hypo? Something else?
Hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's.
Okay.
So it goes up and down.
Yeah.
And so I got my thyroid in order. I just like got my hormones ready. I was just eating healthy and just like consciously aware. I'm not really a big drinker, but every time I had a drink, I would just be like aware of it.
Yeah.
Not that I was going crazy, but I'm just like, okay, well, just being a little clean.
Yeah.
And then with my husband, I 1 month before said, stop going in the sauna.
Tell me, like,
No more
why?
saunas.
Why is that a thing?
Because it like cooks your sperm, I think.
Okay. And you want the sperm to be juicy, not dehydrated.
Yes. Well, it like kills it. It's like too hot for
Really?
it. Yeah. And he goes in so hot. Like he thinks it's such a flex. He goes, I just did 20 minutes at 150. I'm like, I don't think that's the vibe. So now he started like taking, he's like going to kill me. But I've started to tell him to take ice in. But it's not that deep for now because the sperm like regenerates. So I think before the next child, it'll just be like, no more saunas.
So Pia's having more. You're having more.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Which I really want to say because I have a lot of friends and a lot of people online who are like, holy shit, I'm never having another kid. This pregnancy is so hard, or like it's just so difficult or inconvenient. And I'm like, I could have 10 more kids.
Yeah.
I probably won't do 10 just because I don't know if I'm that maternal, but the pregnancy itself has been totally fine.
Do you have a number in mind?
I don't know. 2's so boring. Like I'm one of 2. He's one of 4. 4 seems like too many. 3, there's an odd one out.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I have 3 and it's so much fun.
You have 2 girls and a boy?
Yes. It's total chaos. And my boy, I was like you. Like I worked up until I had him.
Yeah.
I went to Disneyland the day before. I felt great. My girls, I was literally in hospital.
Really?
Yeah. It was not good for me. I was so sick.
Why? With like morning sickness?
Morning sickness. I got diagnosed with migraines. I would get my hand would go numb. I'd lose my vision while I was driving a car. All of a sudden, it was kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
It was just pregnancy hormones. Like I think too much estrogen. Or yeah. It was just a lot with the girls. But I was like you with my son.
I know. So I'm blessed that this has been easy because then I'm like I can do it again. And then I also feel like my next pregnancy, I hope that runs as smooth, but I think I'll enjoy it more because looking back, I've enjoyed it, but sometimes I find it hard during the day, like at the start when I was gaining loads of weight or like I don't know, sometimes I'll be in a meeting and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Yeah. And I'm like really hard on myself about that. Whereas I think next time I get pregnant, I will have had the reward of having the baby and I'll know like, oh my God, it's all normal.
Yeah.
It goes so quick. You get this amazing baby at the end. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like trying to stay positive.
Yeah. And do you have a birth plan in mind?
Yes. Do you want to know my birth plan?
Yes.
My doctor is like, you're a dream. Like even today, I just came from the doctor and she was like, I love your birth plan. Water breaks or get induced or contraction start, whatever, go to the hospital. Ideally water breaks. I think it would be so fun and like it to be on the street. Yes, it would be so fun.
On the street?
Yes, and be like, oh my God, my water just broke. Like, let's go home. Let's get the hospital bag.
You need to try and film that if you can.
How amazing would that be?
That would be a great TikTok.
I'm really not fussed if that doesn't happen, but it could be a fun experience.
Yeah.
Get to the hospital, have whatever drug she wants to give me. Like if she wants to give me anything to speed it along, I'll take it.
Okay.
Labor for as long as I want until I want the epidural. 100% would like the epidural, but I'm not like, I need to get to 8 centimeters. I need to do this. Yeah. If I want it at 1 centimeter, and I'm in pain, but ideally I'll just hang out a little. I've packed like my face masks, my rose water spray, like all these cold things, my Skinny Confidential ice roller. Like I don't want to be too hot and a fan. And then skin to skin with the baby. Push the baby out in 5 minutes, obviously. That's part of the birth plan.
I love it. This is the best birth plan.
Skin to skin with the baby, then skin to skin with my husband, and dim lights in the room, please.
Yes.
And that's it.
Are you having a baby in a hospital? I guess you are.
Yes.
Not a birthing center.
I'm really pro for me. Like I'm down to be induced. I'm down for whatever drugs. I think it's like such an amazing, beautiful experience, but I'm just not so intuitive and one with my body. And I think for me, giving birth at home would be my worst nightmare. I also love my husband, but like I want the doctor there, not him. you know? Like he needs to be there, but like the doctor needs to be like, hey, this is fine. Like he's more freaked out than me. Like today with the induction, she was talking to me about it and he's like, I'm just so stressed. Like he needs to cook longer. You're forcing him out. I'm like, oh, please. Like we don't have time for you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're kind of, it's great that you're so open with it as well. Like whatever you need in the time. Because I feel like some people get really, really focused on a specific birth plan and sometimes things don't go to plan. So it's like you kind of have to be open and flexible. I had a home birth first.
God.
And I'm not
for the first.
For the first, which I wouldn't recommend.
Because you didn't like know. Did you do the same for the second?
It wasn't that. I actually like I feel like knowing what I know now, I could say if you knew what I knew now, definitely, or if you had a lot of people around you, like I'm sure you have a lot of people around you that have had babies and you've got a lot of wisdom, or if you're listening to podcasts and things like that, for sure. But I didn't have any friends that had babies yet. I didn't really have any wisdom. And I was only listening to like Ina May Gaskin and Ricky Lake and like One Born Every Minute, this like show from the UK, which scares you from having a baby in a hospital. So what I was intaking was so skewed to a certain perspective.
I know what you mean. So I'm watching some TikToks, like 40 days Chinese rituals after birth and eating healing, warming foods.
Yes.
Stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff.
That's great.
I love like hypnobirthing podcasts. I'm doing acupuncture. I'm doing walks. I'm blah, 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 all these things. I'm trying to make my husband have sex with me all the time because my doctor told me it's good.
Yeah.
But I also am like so pro medicine. And I think sometimes when you're on one side of the internet, it makes you like almost hate doctors, hate medicine, hate all vaccines, all interventions, and you get kind of like, I shouldn't give birth on my back. I shouldn't do this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really just trying to be like in the middle and like open to both sides.
And I think you have to do what feels good for you, right? Yeah. Like my dad, his theory is like everything in moderation. Like I'm not pro one or the other. I'm like whatever feels good for you. It's like Dr. Berlin you were talking to before. We did a podcast with him. And he was talking about how animals give birth and they go where they feel the safest. So if you feel the safest in a hospital, if you feel the safest with a doctor giving you direction, then that feels good for you energetically. If you feel safe at home with no doctor and just midwives, then that's your safe place. And I think people need to like empower themselves and like understand that it's about you. So yeah, mine was just a freak situation. Like we had, it was a freak situation. Like we had no hot water and I was in a freezing cold birthing pool, which Dr. Berlin actually helped me understand why my birth was because it shouldn't have been like that because my body was like going so like this because I was so cold where it's meant to be opening up like a flower.
And you also probably were a bit scared, right?
No, I was very kind of in a meditative state.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, just logistics, bad logistics.
So also with the meditative state, I was making this playlist of what I wanted to listen to because at acupuncture, he's been playing some like Chinese, what's it called? I forgot what that Chinese music's called. It has a name.
Yeah.
A Reiki, Chinese Reiki music, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like listening to it and I'm like, I'm going to listen to this when I give birth. And then like 2 days ago in the car, I'm like blasting Central C and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just want to like have fun.
Yeah.
And when I was with Dr. Berlin, he was like, you just need to do anything like that makes you feel sexy, that makes you feel happy when you're giving birth. So you have a lot of oxytocin. And I'm like, maybe I won't want to listen to meditation. Maybe I'll want to like blast Drake. So I just don't know. But I'm going to have 2 playlist options.
But that's great. Like that's such great advice. I mean, he's helped so many women.
He's amazing.
I think he's just such an icon, isn't he?
Yeah. He's really iconic.
Wild. Well, I feel like whatever you are going to do is going to be amazing. So I feel like you manifest amazingness in your life.
I really hope so.
It's just going to be so great. We need the mood board. We need the playlist.
Yeah.
We need everything, right? Right, guys? We need, I was talking to Jen earlier and I was like, Pia needs to write a book about your theories and your ways because I feel like even taking a little bit of it is so helpful when you just need to like be efficient and get shit done and, just live the life that you kind of want.
But yeah.
I feel like you could.
I feel like I would write like a Post-it note or something, just like quick things.
Or maybe it's like a how to make your day or week more efficient. You could even start just like how to make your day more efficient and see where it goes.
I could try.
Like say no more, say no more.
Yeah, say no more.
Yes, like I love
no
that.
all the time.
So another reason why I love doing this podcast is because I get to really sit down with someone like you who there's like a before and an after, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have you thought about how it's going to be after you run this amazing business, and are you taking leave? How are you going to manage all of that?
I'm going to take some leave. I'm actually so excited. I think I'm in nesting mode because I've just like done a few little nice things in the house, and you know, on the weekends and stuff, I'm like, oh, it's kind of a vibe in here. Like I'm excited to be at home.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take crazy leave because also I like love my job. And like on yesterday I'm at the office all day. The day before we're shooting, today I'm doing meetings, and I'm like, ugh, I'm like so lit up. I'm enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
So I think my philosophy is my office is really close to my house. I'm going to go to the office and I'm going to work when I need to. I'm not going to chain myself to a desk. I'm not going to be there to be there. I'm not going to be on Slack or reply to people just so that they can see me in the Slack channel, having seen it and liking things.
Yeah.
But if I want to be involved in a meeting, I will be.
Yeah.
And I also like have this vision. I'll be back in my favorite jeans. My baby will be on my hip. I'll be approving samples. Like I can't wait.
Yes.
I got a high chair for the office.
Great.
It's like one of those ones that go from newborn to older. And I'm like, he'll come sometimes.
Yeah.
We'll hang out there.
I built a nursery in my office.
Mine's not big enough, but that's a major vibe.
It was a little one, but it was like, yeah, it was really cool. I think my kids are in my office all the time now. Obviously they're older, but they are, they're like listening to all the conversations, and I think it's good. It's good. Yeah.
One of the things, like one thing that I really want to bestow on my kids is work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
I somehow have an incredible work ethic, and so does my husband. Not that my parents don't, but my dad always jokes like, where'd you get this? Because it ain't from me. And that is just something that is so important to me. And so, of course, bathing my son every night and feeding him every meal is also important. But like to me, teaching him work ethic and me working is so important. So like I would rather bring him to the office sometimes, perhaps leave him with a nanny or something sometimes so I can work and he sees that.
Yeah. And when they're newborns, if you know, they're healthy and not colicky, because colicky is really, really challenging. And but if you're lucky enough, when mine were newborns, they slept all day.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I need something to do.
Right.
It's like I can't just do nothing. So I would kind of just like, you know, be on the bed and get on my laptop. They say a lot of women even start businesses when they're pregnant.
Yeah, because
when there's
I've had so many good ideas.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It's a survival instinct. It's like, how am I going to, even though.
Like, how am I going to support this child?
It's like, how am I going to do it? And I also find it's so interesting because you want to be in a smaller environment, like a nest. Mm-hmm. Like you really just want them to be really close by at all times.
Yeah.
What's your nursery like?
Oh,
is it minimal? Is it what? Is it print and print? Like, what are you doing?
It's so minimal. I feel so cringe having such a beige nursery, but my house is really beige.
Yeah.
I have a beige Nordic Knots rug. I have like light wood drawers, light wood crib. I got one of the graphic designers, well, my graphic designer in my office, one of them, I only have one, to design this like zebra print. So I've printed that, and that's going to be like his print. And there's like elements of green.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Are you sharing this at some point? We want to see it.
At some point,
yes.
At some point.
I want to see it because you have such good taste.
Probably just like little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
You know.
Baby names?
Yeah, we have a name.
Okay, you do?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what
it is. Are you guys already calling him that? Like talking to him?
Yeah, but we don't really talk to him. But like we'll be like, oh, he would love it. Like I just text my husband. Like, oh, maybe we should get an office in New York next year and go to New York for a couple of months. The baby, the name, will love it. Yeah. But we're not like, good morning, baby name, you know?
Yeah.
And we were struggling on a middle name. Like, could not come up with one. I was so desperate for James. So desperate, but I didn't win. And I think we're just going to do a middle initial.
Okay. That's cool.
Which is like.
Middle names are hard.
So hard because Cody wants it after his family, which I totally get, and I agree with the sentiment, but I just don't want his dad's name because I don't like it, but neither does he, and neither does his dad. So his dad's like, I totally get it, but we're just going to do his dad's initial.
Cute.
Which is the same as Cody's initial. So it's like Win-win.
It's cool. It's very like, it matches the book vibe, very stationary. Very
right?
Yes.
It feels kind of like a regal author.
Yes. I love that. Tell me about your must-have items for baby.
Oh, for the baby?
I feel like you know everything. Like you've probably done like a lot of research. So I need to know everything that you've kind of.
What I've got.
What you've broken it down to.
I honestly have listened to like so many of my friends and I've just like copied what they have. All I got is Nuna everything.
Yes. Love Nuna.
I got a baby carrier from you guys.
Yes.
The armadillo.
Yes.
And I got, that's it. I got pseudo cream diaper cream.
Okay.
From the UK.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to combo feed.
Yeah.
So I got formula from the UK.
Yeah.
And I got Dr. Brown's bottles.
Yeah.
Like, this is my research. But
okay.
For outfits, like loads of my friends are like, I can't wait to see how you dress him. I'm like, babes, there's no aesthetic yet. It's just onesies. It's literally just onesies.
Like a plain white one.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
No prints.
I know. That's all. Like we just launched onesies at Bumpsuit just because our fabrics
for the babies?
So soft. Yes, we'll send you some. But they're only white for now. We're going to launch colors and things like that. But just for now, I'm just like, I wanted 20 white onesies.
Yeah.
Like, let's at least have that.
I have so many.
Right?
White onesies. And then I also just envision him to be in a nappy, a diaper for like, it's so hot outside. I'm going to give birth in 2 weeks. So he'll be hot. And then I bought a couple of vintage clothes when he's a little older.
Yeah.
And
cute.
That's like all I have.
Okay, I have some recommendations for you.
Tell me.
Okay, you need to get a sheepskin rug, like one from New Zealand, like an organic one.
For the floor?
Yeah, for wherever. Sometimes on the bed, the floor. I had a Moses basket too, which I highly recommend.
Okay.
Don't get one that's wide. Get one that's quite like narrow because the baby's so narrow. You don't want them like. And you can put the sheepskin in the Moses rug and then wrap them in a swaddle, like a muslin swaddle, which you have to get.
Some of those.
Beautiful.
Thank God.
Love those.
But can you tell me more about this rug? The rug. Is it a rug or a blanket?
It's kind of like a sheepskin, just a little sheepskin.
Right.
And that was something that someone recommended to me and I used it all the time.
Oh.
It's just like a soft little padding and you can kind of take it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the Moses basket was it's my favorite thing to recommend to people. You can get them from Amazon. You can get them from all over the place. But there's like an organic straw one and you can carry the baby everywhere with you.
And it looks so cute.
Especially if you're busy and you're going from room to room, I would get one of those for sure. I loved the Como Tomo bottles. You have to look at those. They're really cute bottles.
You should make a shop, Mai, and a list of all of these things.
Yeah, I think we will.
You should do a blog.
I was always like, well, my youngest is 6 now. So I'm like, do I still know? But the products that are still resonating.
You'd be online all the time with like mum content.
Yeah.
Do you go by Nick?
Only because someone stole Nicole Trumfio.
Oh, so why don't you call it Nick's Picks?
Okay.
And then do a blog section on the site and then shop my link everything.
Yes.
I would buy anything you suggested.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
especially
anything.
Knowing now from people. I feel like we get a lot of info and we actually get to see a lot of brands in action. But we'll send you some stuff because we've got some brands that we're working with too, really cool brands.
Amazing.
Like breast pumps and great stuff like that.
Amazing.
Okay. Is there a version of you that you think you've had to say goodbye to during your pregnancy? Hell no. I don't see that. Look at you.
So, to be honest, this is so cringe and I should be worried about different things. But at the start of my pregnancy, I'd be like to my husband, like, why didn't you tell me I was gorgeous every day? Like, look at me. I would look at old photos, like, look at her. And then now I'm like, oh, it's all good. But I seriously thought like it was over for me and that I was just going to never look the same. Do you know what I mean? And so I think for a while, I thought I was like saying goodbye to my old fashionable self. I would never wear the same clothes. But now I'm literally giving birth in 2 weeks and I feel fine.
Yeah. And you're going to, I feel like women I feel like that they get this something about them after babies and.
Yes. Like this newfound confidence.
Yes. And it's like this. I don't know. I feel like women are more beautiful after they've had babies. Mm-hmm. Yes.
I also think because I had a really easy and blessed journey getting pregnant and a really easy first trimester, the only thing I was focusing on was how I looked. I feel like if I was throwing up every day or if I tried for ages, I'd just be like so insanely grateful or like, oh my God, I'm so sick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, nothing's changed except my body and no bump. So, yes. But now I'm like so fine with it.
You look so great. Let's talk about your style because I wanted to ask you, how does one, because I feel like a lot of people try and change their look and their Instagram. Like I feel like I've tried to do an Instagram refresh and I'd be like, okay, or I've hired a stylist and be like, okay, I want you to change my cupboard. But then they're like, you need to get rid of all of this. And I'm like, I can't get rid of that stuff. And so it's just impossible to do a rebrand. So how does one do it? What is the advice?
Okay, my friend's going through a rebrand right now and she got a haircut. I feel like you need like a physical change, like, you know, cut a hair or dye a hair or do one small thing.
Okay.
And then even maybe it's like, this is so weird, but you know, Charlotte Tilbury wears eyeliner every day. Like maybe it's like a new makeup look that you do every day.
Okay.
And then it's the clothes, obviously. So she just cut her hair blonde, cut her bob and dyed it blonde and is doing a wardrobe refresh. And she sent me a photo on my way here of her new hair. And I was like, amazing. Just don't post any photos until you have the outfits.
Yeah.
So we can like go bang. And I go, just one more thing I'd love to add. Just don't be offended. And she's like, oh no, like what? And I go, can we get a new phone case? She had like a weird phone case with a pink Octo Buddy. And I'm like, let's just make it black. Like we're doing a Heaven Mayhem one. I'm like, I'll send it to you. Let's keep it chic. So like, I kind of think about like all elements of the rebrand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like you got to do the things that make you feel confident.
Yeah.
And I know it is superficial to some people, but like clothes and fashion is such a huge industry. And then some people just say like, that's so superficial, but it's really such an incredible, huge industry and makes people feel so good. So I feel like investing in it is really worth it.
Yeah, it really is. I feel like when you've like actually invested in pieces, maybe it's not, you don't have a lot, but you've really invested in the pieces that you have, it can just change your whole vibe.
Yes. And if you can't, like if you're not in a position to get a stylist, going on Pinterest or going on those wardrobe accounts that lay it out in a grid, like the top, the shorts, the sunglasses, it's so easy to like save and recreate and then just go and revolve and get similar pieces. And like,
I feel like, can you use AI to do it for you? Can you be like, can you do a rebrand for me? I'm going to do that.
For sure. But maybe they wouldn't slay like all the clothing pics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your style. It's the best.
Thank you.
Love it. We're so like honored to have you be our
I'm honored
icon.
to be here.
She's going to be on a billboard in New York next, right?
I can't wait.
Up in LA.
I'm going to New York, so I'll take the baby. Yes. Oh my God, I've thought of the best TikTok. Well, I don't think you'll find it funny, but obviously you've seen Princess Diaries.
Yes.
There's like a soundtrack like when she arrives in Genovia and he's like, Princess, look out the window. Welcome to Genovia. I'm going to film out the window of the billboard now. And then when the baby comes home with the baby, like, because I don't think the billboard will be up
I was
when
just going to say, when are you going to
So I got to pre-film the last part of the TikTok. Yeah. But I'm really excited.
Love.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, okay, question, because we're both Australian. My dad said to me when I decided to have an American husband and live in America, that it was going to be really hard and you really need to have your family around you when you have a baby. And I definitely felt that. Felt quite isolated. How are you setting up your village here in LA?
I am getting some help from nannies. We've booked a night nurse. And then I was like tossing up, do I even need a nanny in the day? But realistically, we do because we both work. Yeah. And I think it's just one of those things where we're going right now, I envision we're going to end up paying this person for work, like for just sitting there and doing nothing. But I'd rather have that than have nothing. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't want her around all the time, but you kind of have to like lock them down. Yeah. So we have that. And then I just feel like we have quite a few friends with babies. Yeah. My husband has some really good friends with kids. Like they're my friends too, but the dads are just so good. So I feel like he has a lot of friends to lean on, which is nice because it's usually just the woman that has it. Yeah. And then my team at work is so amazing. So I'm like, I think I'm good. But also maybe I'm not, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like you're good. I feel like you have a massive community here. Yeah. And I don't know if because you were talking about Ayurveda, I think, before when you were talking about, you were talking about, and maybe you were talking about Chinese medicine. Acupuncture, but were you talking about Ayurveda? Maybe not. Do you have a postpartum Ayurvedic?
Someone has recommended me to someone for this, and I'm Ayurvedic massage, right?
Yes, it's called Abhyanga, but I feel like a lot of people leave out the 4th trimester, which is you know, taking care of you after baby?
Yeah. So my mum's arriving next week and her number one task, my mum is like not baby obsessed. I'm sure she's going to be obsessed with her grandson, but you know, some women are like, oh, yeah, let me hold the baby. Yeah. She's like, I'm good. Like, I'm fine with other people's babies at least. Yeah. So her number one task is meal prepping my food. Perfect. All I want is meat, slow cooked meats and congee. I'm obsessed with congee. She's going to freeze everything. Yeah. She's also going to wash all the baby clothes for me.
That's perfect. Task. Yeah.
And then I'm already like, I've set up the diaper station in the baby room, and then I set one up upstairs, and then I'm setting up, it's like half done, but like a postpartum diaper station for me. Yeah. And I have some of the bump suit stuff in there already. The hot mom
diapers?
Yeah, already that's packed in there. But I'm trying to do things like Amazing. I'm trying to think, oh, I also have planned my outfits postpartum. Like they're just pajamas, but I just have them in a separate drawer so that when I come home, I'm not like, what the hell am I going to put on? Like everything's really loose and comfy and stretchy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like just
for sure.
Planning ahead so I'm like, I have some things organized.
That's perfect, because I feel like we forget about us. And I think postpartum is all about taking care of mom. And there's Ayurveda's really great. They tell you to eat warm foods.
Yes.
And warm oil massages just to get the lymph system moving.
That's what I'm going to do.
Especially if you're having an epidural, which I had too, but you want to get all of that kind of like flushed out of your system. And
my lymphatic girl was like, you can have it like 4 days post-birth.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. Yeah. Be on standby.
No, it's actually really healthy for you. I feel like all these modern day things like snapback culture and binding is actually like derives from rituals to help mother ground and get all the vata energy out of them, like, you know, because your organs are kind of all over the place and you've lost a lot of weight, baby weight and all the fluids. So like you kind of feel like light all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So you need to have the binding, like we have the belly band.
Yeah, yeah. I have it.
So good.
I have your belly band in my hospital bag because I'm going to put that on straight after because I've seen some TikToks of people being like, I feel like it's like my organs are going to like fall out.
Yeah.
And then I have your belly waist trainer.
Yeah, the Velcro one too. It's like a custom one.
I have the Velcro band thing.
And then the compression one.
And the compression one, but that's staying at home. I'm not going to put that on at the hospital.
I did.
Really? Do you think it'll fit?
Well, it's so stretchy. I find it to be more comfortable than the thick Velcro one.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like I find it comfortable to sleep in. Like we wear it on the plane because it really helps with bloating when we're traveling. Like that product is like a unicorn product. It was one of our first and it's just so great.
So I have that in like my postpartum clothes area, but maybe I'll put it in the hospital bag.
Ask your doctor, but I feel like that kind of stuff is just so great. And the lymphatic massage too.
With like asking the doctor, of course I ask her things, of course, but sometimes I just do things. I'm like, I just know that it's fine. You know what I mean? And sometimes I don't want to overcomplicate
your
it.
Intuition.
Yeah, I'm like, this is fine.
A mother's intuition.
Yeah, mummy knows.
Yeah. Don't mess with a mother. So what's going on with Heaven Mayhem? What are you looking forward to?
We have so much coming. We have just like really fun collections coming with photo shoots that I'm obsessed with. And that's just like what I love. We're already planning, well, obviously we're planning holiday, but we're doing a shoot for that next week so we can get ahead. We have a pop-up in New York in September.
Fun.
And I'm just figuring it out. Like,
is that your first pop-up?
Yeah.
Where are you doing it?
At the Shopify space.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yes.
Maybe you can do one.
Yes. When are you doing it? In September?
Yeah, September.
We will be in New York in September. That would be
just
fun.
after Fashion Week.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But I'm just like, do I bring the baby? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll just see.
How old will baby be?
Like 7 weeks.
Okay.
I'm like, I can't leave the baby, but also like that's a lot of people to bring. My husband, the nanny.
Yeah, I feel like when they're babies that they're so easy to fly with.
Right?
Yes. I feel like when they start, honestly, crawling and becoming curious and walking and they can get into things or, you know, hurt themselves, that's when things get really, really hard.
Yeah, you got to watch them.
Exactly. So enjoy it. And if you have a baby carrier or a great travel duo stroller, it's just so fun to travel with them. I feel like it's the best time to travel with them when they're like brand new.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we would do that a lot.
And the weather in New York in September is so nice and I feel like it would just be so romantic. to have the baby there.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I feel like you should take him.
Okay. Well, I'm inspired
Well,
by
you have to because you got to do the billboard thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
He has to see it.
Yes. Okay.
And then, that's not like that's all, but there's just like so many things all the time with work.
Yeah.
That is great.
It's so inspiring to see what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
I love all of your new pieces.
Same with you.
It's so great.
Thank you.
I have to grab a bunch. So, okay, now I'm going to do your rapid fire question. So we love our guests to leave us with words of wisdom.
Okay.
Okay, but I feel like we need to do a follow-up episode with you.
With wisdom? I got to plan
with pre-baby and post-baby.
Okay,
did it go to plan? How are you feeling? How's everything?
Yes.
What advice would you give to someone who's trying to fall pregnant?
I would stay positive, have fun. I found it like the time of like trying for a baby, I was like, had the time of my life. Like I was so excited for that. Do you know what I mean? It just seemed like so romantic and special. So I would definitely have fun. And then I would definitely get like all your hormones checked and all of that stuff pre-baby.
Yeah.
Because I also think sometimes people will try for so long and then they find like, oh, I had a thyroid issue. And it's like, that's so unfortunate because you could have found that out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. I remember having a thyroid issue too with my third. It's really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Really difficult. Someone who wants to know how to support a pregnant friend, right? Because I feel like when I was pregnant, I kind of like, one of my friends got quite jealous. She was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've had some friends, like it's been quite shocking. I've had, obviously most have been incredible and a lot have kids, so they always check in. But I've had some friends like not check in, and because you're so aware of how many weeks pregnant you are, you're just so hyper aware of like when you tell someone and then when they next check in, and I'm like, oh my God, she hasn't messaged me for 16 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're like best friends, which is crazy when you think like that's 4 months. I think just like checking in, and I think like the best advice is just saying like, you look gorgeous. I remember one of Cody's friends said to me, well, you just look like you're glowing.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have never complimented someone better. Like that is exactly what you should say.
For sure.
Whereas like, you know, I've had some other comments where I've been like, okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. I know. I was really like, I think one of my friends, I just was so nurturing and like did everything for them. And then when I had to turn the attention onto something else, it kind of really was a different dynamic. And I think sometimes it's hard for friends that haven't been there yet. They don't know what you're going through.
For sure.
To really understand how to support you through that.
For sure. And I think honestly, like I've had it really easy. I almost like quote, haven't supported myself. Like I've just been working and stuff. So I haven't expected much from friends, but I have one friend who had a baby last year and she always checks in on me. And now I feel a bit bad because I'm like, damn, like it's almost like she probably wanted that. And I wasn't there for her because I had no idea. But now she knows she's there for me. And I feel like it's a little bit of push and pull sometimes, but like it's nice that, you know, she can look past like, of course I was there for her, but like nowhere near what she's done for me. Yeah. And she's obviously like, oh, I know what to do. So it's like nice that she's happy to do it.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend like that too. It's like, there's some people that are just like, they're just innate nurturers, aren't they?
Yes.
But yeah, it comes back around.
For sure.
Someone who is in their first trimester. So are they showing or are they not?
Oh, they're not showing. I advise baggy things, work out as much as you can, like do all the things that make you feel good. Just like do whatever you want. So, like I remember my husband was away for like 4 weeks in my first trimester and my third trimester. So I was alone, and in my first trimester, I was so sad. I think I was just like my hormones. Like I remember one night I was on the couch watching a movie with my dog. I brought my blanket from my bed upstairs and I realized, okay, to get to my bed, I'm going to have to take the dog to pee. I'm going to have to walk to the kitchen to take my prenatal. I'm going to have to carry this blanket downstairs. Oh my God. I start crying, bawling my eyes out all over my dog. Like her fur's wet now with my tears, like the drama. But then the next morning I laugh about it. But like, I just feel like you got to be kind to yourself in the first trimester.
Yeah, I feel like your emotions are so out of control.
Crazy.
Like you don't even realize.
No.
And I always tell people, I'm like, just wait. I feel like 5, when the youngest is 5, you're out of postpartum. Like
really?
because you're in it and you don't realize that you're in it until you're out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I think
that makes sense because looking back at the first trimester, I'm like, oh my God. But when you're in it, you're like,
it's so real.
Maybe like some advice would be like journal some things so you can look back. Sometimes I write things in my journal and look back and laugh. It's so funny. Like the darkest things. And I'm like, God, that's hilarious. So I feel like you got to write it down somewhere.
You need an outlet, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's like bashing or playing sports or running or whatever. You need some kind of outlet. Burning stuff, like letting it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, those emotions. Someone who is struggling to be comfortable in their changing body.
I feel like so many people were like to me, you're in the worst stage right now because like you're not showing. And then I look back at that stage that I was in and I'm like, I looked so gorge. Like I literally, what was I complaining about?
Yeah.
I was so gorge. And I think you try and have supportive people around you. My husband was so supportive. Like he wouldn't let me say a bad word. He was just so kind, being like, you're going to look back, like you look so beautiful. You're going to look back and remember this. You're going to miss your pregnancy. Like this could be your only pregnancy. You should make the most of it. Blah, blah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Like everything he could say was amazing. And I think like you just got to try to remember that yourself.
Yeah.
Because like I wish I wasn't so focused on that at the start.
Yeah.
But I really was.
Your pregnancy announcement photos were so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, thanks. It's one of them is his wallpaper. And I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, I was tiny. And like, I thought I was so big. And he's like, and you were pushing out. And then I'm like, I was so mean to myself being like, you're huge. Like you look so different. And I'm like, I looked so cute.
Yes. Those photos are so beautiful.
Thank you.
What is a pregnancy photo announcement hack, do you think?
I think, I was going to say no ultrasound, but I think that's a bit mean. But like for me, I wouldn't do that.
I feel like it's hard to,
I think for me, I like love my pregnancy and stuff, but I don't want to share like the ultrasound or like the name and the date of birth and the time. Do you know what I mean? Like some things I want just for me. So I feel like just the bump was good. Yeah.
I know, and ultrasound photos are so, I don't know, medical.
Yeah.
They're antiseptic. Unless like the baby's like pulling it.
Yeah, I love that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone who's homesick during their motherhood season. I feel like motherhood could be so isolating.
That is so hard. You know, I think DMing people on Instagram, like I've met so many of my friends on Instagram. So many.
Okay.
So many. And I just like sending out a DM is so great, or introducing yourself
What's a good
people.
like opening DM? Like, and how do you know who you want to be friends with?
Well, I just feel like if you follow someone, you like their vibe.
Yeah.
And you watch their stories and stuff. I think depends who you're reaching out to, because if they've got like a ton of followers, they probably get it all the time. So you need to be more specific. Like, I saw this specific thing. But if they're just like a regular person, then just say like, hey, we both have babies. I'd love to catch up. Or like, we're both Aussie or whatever. I feel like it's so normal. Another thing is one of my really good friends, she's the president of the Peanut app. Do you know Peanut?
Yes, we do. Yes.
And they have like a whole community for making friends. So I would also try the app. And she's like, I feel like sometimes those things that you think like Hinge or whatever, a Bumble BFF, that might be kind of cringe, but she's really cool, and she's like made it really cool.
Yeah, she is really cool. She's Australian.
Yes, you should meet her.
Yeah, I think Jen has had, I want to meet her.
Well, she lives awesome in Venice, so if you're around this weekend.
Yes, that's cool. Okay, we'll have to connect. I also feel like it's so interesting because we do a walk in Austin, in LA, in New York, and the walk has grown. It's like a block party. Mm-hmm. It's so wild, and it just really goes to show that women, especially during this time of their lives, they really want to connect. So reach out to friends, guys.
For sure.
Reach out to the woman you see on Instagram, pregnant. She needs a friend.
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, if you want to find Pia, you need to go buy some Heaven Mayhem. Great push present, right? For the hubbies. And a book. I feel like you can keep all of your memories in there, in the bookcases.
Yeah.
But just so lovely to have you on. She's a style icon. She's on all of our billboards and things right now.
So exciting.
And the new face of Bumpsuit. So thank you for coming on The Village.
Thank you so much for having me.
Love. Thank you for listening to The Village podcast, where we share unique stories from humans of all walks of life, normalizing conversations and experiences in pregnancy, childbirth, postpartum, and motherhood. We are here to serve. and we really want to hear from you. So feel free to share, comment, like, and subscribe to keep this village growing. We are eternally grateful for you being with us and sharing space today.